Hey, just wanted to do a quick video. I have a really old Chicago Electric Harbor Freight Flux MiG 150 that had an old gun on it that was really hard to push. I bought it used. The person had taken it apart, tried to fix it a few times, and used a bunch of goopy like RTV in here to kind of seal it up and make it work. But trying to weld with it wasn't the greatest. Trying to weld 16 gauge, I had to have the power on 2 and the wire speed on 5 to get it to work. There was a whole lot of resistance, so I decided to upgrade the gun. So I ended up finding a Yeswelder gun on Amazon. I think I paid roughly $40. Might have been $37, might have been $45. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. The only difference was that the old welder actually had one wire that came from the switch that fed down into the welder itself, and this one here had 2 wires from the micro switch. So wasn't quite sure exactly how to set it up. Plus this one also, the Yeswelder came with a lugged main cable. This one here actually had a lug on the end of it here. So I needed to be able to either plug it up to the electrode part here on the front or extend it. So basically I used the original one. I basically pulled the cable out of here, undid it, actually took this part that actually had a lug on it, which was up inside the gun itself, and was able to use it. So this is the end that was in the gun, and this piece here was the part that was running back towards this electrode. So sort of just flipped it around. That way I was able to put a bolt through here, tighten this up super tight, hook this back up to the electrode, which is fairly easy. Mine actually comes with a it's got an Allen head screw right here, so you can loosen this up, pull the wires out. Basically it's got a copper sleeve in here, which I was able to reopen back up again, put this inside, pop it back inside, and then tighten up the Allen head that keeps it in there tight. So it's super tight now. These bolts here, or this bolt here, is nice and tight. So with the 2 wires, basically with the original gun, you can see, and I have pictures of it that I'll maybe try to post. You can see where, everything is still 2 wires to work. Basically, the wire that was coming down from the gun comes up here into this switch. When you depress this button, it makes contact with this metal contact here, which actually touches the metal gun part itself, the torch part itself. So of course, it's fed back down through this large wire here. So what I did is I took, mine came, the Yeswelder one came with 2 wires. So I just connected this one down here to this wire instead of up inside the gun. And then the other wire is this one here, and I connected it to where the original one was, right here. And huge difference. The original came with a plastic tube. You can see here, this is the plastic tube that the wire used to feed through. This one here, the Yeswelder, actually has, it looks blue, it looks plastic, but it's actually metal inside. Big difference as far as speed, to the point where when I started welding, it was actually burning through, with the new setup. I just tested it before I finished, adding solder here and, taping everything up, So basically I was able to take it from a wire speed of 5 down to 3 because it was moving so fast before or moving so fast now that it's a super slick on the inside. And I was able to crank this down to 1 instead of 2 now. And I mean, I'm not a great welder. I mean, I've welded 3 days, maybe 3 days, no classes, nothing else. I mean, it was doing pretty decent. I mean, this here's what I was doing with it. This one here is with it, and this one here. So not horrible for, you know, I mean, granted, it's flux core welding, me never having any experience whatsoever, but changing the gun on it made a complete difference. So if basically this video is to say that, you know, if you have a 1 wire, you know, 1 feed wire setup in your gun, you can buy a 2 wire, and this is how I set mine up. Basically running it down, connecting it to the main cable that's inside the gun, you know, that comes down here and attaches to this, and then the other end goes right here, and it works flawless. So anyways, hope that helps. Thanks.